Welcome back into the Argosy High School here on Dover Street, and it's exciting because school has started on Monday, and let's take a look. The school has moved in, they've got all their furniture, they've got the completion of their office staff, the area, they've got the elevator already built, we just got to finish around it. They've gone as far as putting mechanical blinds on the windows. Here is a state-of-the-art teacher's break room that we built with love. Nurse's station, still a few little things to put together, but completed and per their specifications. Principal's office with an area for students to do some individual study. But they're in, and school's being used, and it's great. It's a 9th grade only. There's only 100 kids here in the building right now, but you can already feel it. You can feel it, you can see them. All tricked out, desks, tables, learning tablets, MacBooks, speakers, boards. Just an old school retroed into today's technology. So this is the development of what's called a STEM lab or a robotics lab. And it starts with these movable tables. But within a few years, as these kids grow from 9th grade to 12th grade, you'll see this classroom mature into something where these young people in Fall River will have a chance to develop robotics, and they will learn the basics and the fundamentals behind robotics engineering. And that is great. It's great in a very small school where there's only, at that time, there may only be 350 kids, but they're going to get so much concentrated instruction for them to learn some world-class stuff. So we are turned over half of the second floor, and we have most of the other half done. But let's take a look at the finished spaces. It's just a tremendous change from what we started with. So here is the boys' room for the second floor. You can see all brand new finishes, brand new floor, brand new walls, brand new toilet partitions, all new plumbing, and within the same footprint of the former boys' room. Another one of the exciting features behind the Argosy High School is the science laboratory equipped with acid waste, hot water, gas, and science tables, including one here for the teacher. And it was our responsibility to do all the utilities. The school took it upon themselves to provide and install the cabinetry, and as you could tell, we're probably 90 to 95% complete. Here back on the second floor, where we have another very small classroom for about 18 students with the technology. And again, we took a little bit of room from the room on the other side of the wall, but this is how kids learn now. This is in the environment in which it's proven that they learn the best. This is classroom number 3. Kind of an informal classroom, no teaching wall, and an opportunity for teachers actually to come here and also get prepared for class. Classroom number 3, second floor, Argosy High School. So what you're looking at right now is where the chemicals are stored for the science lab on the other side of the wall here. The good thing is we were able to get a list of the chemicals to the Fall River Fire Department and also demonstrate to them where these chemicals are stored in cabinets that are fire safe. So this is where they store it. This is kind of a storage area, but at the same time, teachers can bring students in here for one-on-one instruction. It may not mean a lot to other people, but for us, things as simple as taking the railings apart, refinishing them, and replacing them right back in the same location, looking like brand new, means a heck of a lot to us. So this is where the janitor does his thing. This is where the main power room is. This is where all the power lines are distributed. And then over here on your left, you'll know a new fire alarm panel. In the city of Fall River, there is a new radio box system where the signals are transmitted electronically through microwaves to the fire department and not through the old antiquated Verizon BANA circuits that are done through a telephone line. And we're happy to have brought this building up to grade, up to speed with what the new systems are to speak to the Fall River Fire Department. One of the great parts of the restoration of this project is what we were able to accomplish in the basement. And in the basement is the cafeteria and also the kitchen. So let's take a quick look. This is the future home economics laboratory. This is where they will teach culinary arts. And although space is finished, at this point, it will be used next year. It won't be used this year, but we have the space finished. At the end of the day, it will look like a Lowe's kitchen with two of everything. 2 ranges, 2 refrigerators, 2 ovens, 2 sinks. And here on the other side of the wall, we have the real kitchen. And this is where they distribute breakfast and lunch to the school's students. And they're just getting developed, just getting started, but again, what we completely removed and replaced all of the finishes here. This is the delivery window, and you can see where the 100 kids come down here for breakfast and lunch here on a daily basis. We didn't do a lot of structural changes here, but we had to do a lot of hidden improvements. Here on the right side of the new cafeteria, we had to go outside, dig up the whole yard, and put a new subdrain system in because water was coming down and into the building and completely rotted out all of the finishes that we replaced here on the right side. And that is a good feeling because we were able to do it before the kids got in here and before we had to react to a particular event. As we make our way down the final part of the basement here in the cafeteria, we completely hollowed out this whole space, and as you can tell, we're about 90% done the completion of what is now the elevator lobby here on the basement level. The door frames have been slushed in, Otis Elevator has installed the doors, and now it's just a matter of wrapping and finishing this off, putting the controls on. It may seem like a lot, but 95% of the elevator construction is complete at this point. At completion, you get reflective on what it is that you've accomplished, and throughout this entire process, we never lost sight of the fact of the many companies and the many individuals that made all of this happen. And for that, we would not be able to get all of this done. And I need to thank my staff, our men in the field, and all the sub-trades, from Otis Elevator to Kevin Smith, our electrical contractor, to David O'Lean from United Plumbing and Heating, everybody, for Justin Rudolph, who was my right-hand man. It's just been a terrific team effort. We've not had a glitch in the entire process.